In Ashes. Yes, Ashes is so good. Hey, D20, how's it going? D20, do you have a favorite Phoenixborn or Magic? Or I don't even know. I don't even know what to ask when it comes to this game. Um, I it's a I have so much fun with it. Yes, you tried the basics. Sick. Nice. That's good. Did you enjoy it? I hope. Well, I hope so. I'm yeah. It's one of those games that I played a lot in college. I played the PvP version in college, and when I say a lot, it's not a lot. Um, but for how many of these types of games I was playing, it was a high percentage base of them, and so I'm excited to uh, try and do a little bit more of it. I'm using one of the stream uh, segments of each week to do like a different game. That's today with Ashes, and so I think Ashes is gonna hit the rotation more frequently. I'm like you and haven't gotten into deck building part of it yet. It's pretty intimidating. There's a lot going on. It's fun. I played only the solo variant. Yeah, yeah, and I think that's where I'm gonna pretty much do all of my gameplay going forward is the Red Rains. I think it's really really well implemented. We got Dimona Odinstar. This is a Phoenixborn with 7 battlefield slots. That's kind of crazy. 7 battlefield slots is how many units you can have on the field at any time. 7 feels like a lot. I don't I guess I do have other Phoenixborn that I can compare it to. Yeah, like Jessa has 4. So that's the right here next to my. So that's a lot of battlefield slots. A little bit lower of a hit point total at 16, probably to compensate that. And then her spell board is 3. She has a ability promote. So as a main action, you can exhaust her, spend 2 basic dice to remove an exhausted ally you control from play. Interesting. Okay. If you do, place an Imperium Mount Conjuration onto your battlefield and place that ally face down under that unit. Okay, so let's find Imperium Mount Conjuration. Here we go, right there. So these are the Phoenixborn specific cards. This is like the hero kit. They have their name there. Autobot. Really interested in this game, but I think like $80 or so to buy in for the solo mode. Still unsure if I can commit yet. That's totally fair. Because you do have to buy the Red Rains plus the core game, it can be pretty significant. I'm actually like so I'm hesitating because I'm wondering if you can get around the core. You may have to figure out dice, but there are expansions that come with dice in them because there are new types of magic dice, and so those are not included in the core. Those are included in the expansion. It's like the Law of Lions and Song of Soksen, I believe, are the expansions. And I wonder if you could. I don't go do this without doing your own research, because I don't know. This is just me. Like, I wonder if you could just skirt the core. I don't know if I would recommend necessarily doing that. Um, Looking around at a few buying guides, sweet. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I think that those are more complex Phoenixborn, but I mean, like it's nothing that we can't handle. Anyways, so we're gonna be adding a Imperium mount, or yeah, mount conjuration. When this unit is declared as an attacker, you may choose a target unit an opponent controls. That unit must block it if able. That's sick. That's so cool. Okay. So typically when things are in a okay, in a head-to-head game, that can't necessarily happen unless you have like the guard ability. But now, especially with this Chimera, we're fighting off against kind of like a set rotation. We can start to take out very specific enemies, which is pretty cool. Then we have a dismount. This is a ability. When this unit is destroyed, place any allies you own underneath this unit into your hand. Oh, cool. Okay, so you can remove an exhausted ally you control from play. You put it in the Imperium amount, and then they come back to your hand. So you can kind of just like recur your allies. That's pretty cool. You can just buy dice from the Plaid Hat website. Oh, okay. So they sell like the set of dice like this on the Plaid Hat website. Giant! My brain is getting to the point where if a game is bigger than a shoebox, it's probably too much in both rules and components. Oh, you can totally fit this in a shoebox. Easy peasy. 5 dice for $5. That's cool. And then they have expansions like this where they don't come with the dice, but they do come with the entire deck. And that would give you a good amount of options for you. I guess you would have to know what dice you need for this one. I still don't know. Is this just all basic? Now, what the heck is that? Oh, that's these? I don't know what that symbol is. Okay, so we got the Imperium mount. We got 3 copies of those. Where'd I put my sleeves? There they are. I do have 16 health to start us out with. What's cool about Ashes is that you do have kind of a on-call hand. Those are called the conjurations. Those are going to be this black background here. And so these actually go in a different deck, and you're never drawing from them. You just kind of get to use them when another card tells you to grab them. So how does Ash's deck building compare to something like Champions? Are there different colors and heroes? Yeah, there is. So you have a hero. They are not necessarily going to be locked to a specific color. They can be, but their ability printed here, as well as their identity specific cards, may have specific magic types that they can use. The magic types are the different color of dice. And then when you're deck building for Ashes, part of the deck building is determining what dice you're going to be using. So you could use 2 of each color. You could use 1 of all the colors. You can use 10 of one color. And that's part of, the dynamics of the deck building here. And so, like, I know that the precon here uses these white dice, which I don't actually remember what they're called. But when I'm deck building, I may only want to use 2 of these and then 8 of the purple dice. Yeah. And so you can go like mono. I don't believe there's any restriction on how many different types of colors you can use, which is pretty cool. Never actually seen it played much. It's fun. The dice are like the resource. Yeah. The dice, yeah. Good call. We got the Rayward Knight. I do love the aesthetic of. Oh, this is also a Dimona specific card. So this is okay. So this is the Rayward Knight. This costs 3 basic dice, 2 arms. When this unit comes into play, you may search your discard pile for an ally and shuffle it into your draw pile. Cool. And then as a side action, take an attack action targeting a unit and declaring this unit as the attacker. It's a 3/3/3, and so you can, as a main action, play it and then charge and immediately attack with it, which is pretty crazy. You can use all the colors if you wanted, just wouldn't go well. Are there any Phoenixborn that are kind of built around that concept? That'd be kind of interesting, like a multicolor. Like I'm thinking Jubilee, right? Jubilee wants to play with all the different types of resources and gets benefits for doing so. I wonder if there is a Phoenixborn that kind of does that. That'd be kind of cool. We got the Summon Cloudburst Griffin. This is one of our spell boards. This is how you normally get a lot of those conjurations onto the battlefield. And this is going to be a main action to play, and then a main action, a mid-tier white dice. And then what is the hourglass symbol? I don't know that symbol. I don't think it's on any of the dice. And maybe it's a dice that I don't have, in which case we will play a different we will play a different Phoenixborn. But there's this little hourglass symbol right here, which makes it look like it's a dice. But I'm not super familiar with what that is. If that is another colored dice, I don't have it because it's heart, snake, dagger, devil, leaf, frog, horse, music, lion, something else. Interesting. The Cloudburst Griffin is going to be this conjuration. This is a unit. It's a 320 unit with some epic looking artwork. Quick strike. While this unit is attacking, it deals its damage before units in battle with it. That's sweet. Yeah, so a 3/2 basically, it gets to deal damage first, meaning that it's gonna probably stay around for a little bit longer. I hear Phoenix form and can't help think, um, of Restrained Unleashed. Champs is right in my mind. Is Hourglass and Turtle you're missing? I guess, yeah. I guess if there's a Turtle dice, I don't have that. It's the red ones in the box breaker, the Fates. Alrighty, well, we will continue to unbox this one and then play with a different one. Alright, so we got Piercing Light. This is going to be a ready spell, so it goes on our spell board. It costs one of the highest tier white dice. All units you control with the divine die on them have the following ability. Overkill 1. After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, deal 1 damage to that opponent's target Phoenixborn. That's cool. It's the red one. I didn't realize that there were red. Okay, fine. I'll go buy more ashes. We got Reinforce. This is another ready spell, so I'm assuming this is going to be her last ready spell. Oh, it's that box. Sweet. Thank you. Reinforce. This is a side action to play. One of the elusive, unique dice to use. Look at the top 5 cards of your draw pile. You may reveal an ally or alteration spell, place it into your hand. That's really nice. Shuffle your draw pile. You may immediately play the reveal card without paying any of the main or side action. That seems really good. These cards seem really, really nice when it comes to like tempo. Always happy to make you spend money. Heck yeah. Always, right? That's kind of fun. I don't actually think that I thought that these were all the dice that they had. I didn't realize that there were extra or additional dice. I assumed that they would make them at some point. I just missed it all. With the Ray Ward Recruit, this is an ally. Armed, when this unit comes into play, you may choose a divine die in your exhausted pool and resolve its dice power without paying its cost. Interesting. It's a 0-1. So the divine dice, you can also just buy them on their website, I believe. Yeah, but might as well just get the Phoenixborn that comes with it, right? I mean, you have to. Us gamers making each other gamers go broke, but Adept Duelist Stock. This unit cannot be guarded against. That's kind of insane. Disarm. When this unit is declared as an attacker, you may discard a target alteration spell attached to a unit an opponent controls. 2/1/1. Oh, for sure. D20 is right. Always making other gamers go broke. I mean, that's the goal, right? Like, that is the goal. That's super funny. We got the Crystal Archer. It feels like we're assembling a D&D team with this precon. We got the Crystal Archer. Preemptive shot 1. When this unit is declared as an attacker, blocker, or guard, you may deal 1 damage to a target unit an opponent controls. Yeah, this feels like a fun deck to play. I'm a little sad I'm snowed in. I can't go get all of my I can't get out of my driveway right now. We got Blessing of Lightning. That's a sick looking card. That's so cool. Dimona is the what they call her, the something of lightning. The Queen of Lightning. And so yeah, she's definitely wielding lightning there pretty effectively. Choose up to 3 divine dice in your exhausted pool and resolve their dice powers without paying their cost. Okay, let's look at what divine dice do, because now I'm very curious. Divine Magic. So as a side action, place this dice on a target unit you control without a divine dice on it. While this dice is on that unit, its attack value is increased by 1. That's cool. Okay. So basically, each dice has a special effect. This is the Divine Magic, and all of the cards in this precon that are telling us to use the Divine Magic effect are basically giving all of our, or a unit a +1 buff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, she seems fun. She seems real fun. Crystal armor, sick. After an opponent, this is an attachment, so you're going to play this onto a unit. After an opponent declares attackers, you may play the spell from your hand by paying one. Oh, is that the turtle? I think that is the turtle. I assume that's the turtle dice. Instead of playing its play cost, +1/+1/+1. That's interesting. So that's it's a very much a nope. I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna take out my unit. No, now I have one more life. I survived. That would be really good in SWU. Hey Nelson, never seen this game. Is it like Marvel Champions for D&D players? Very good question. It's not actually for D&D players. It's very similar to Marvel Champions, at least this version of the game, which is kind of their solo mode. Um, it's their own IP. This deck feels very in D&D. Like this precon that we're unboxing right now feels very D&D, but not all of them do. It's a really fun game. Turtle dies. We got Disengage. This is the last card in our deck with another Turtle Dice needing as a reaction spell. You may play this spell after an opponent declares blockers. Choose an attacking ally you control that is blocked. It is no longer attacking. Place one exhaustion token on the target unit that was blocking the chosen ally. Interesting. Okay. So you just get. Yeah, she seems really annoying to play in a PvP setting. Like this would not be a fun deck to go up against. But there you go. That's Dimona Odinstar. The way stuff is